So to just recap some of the things I had just said. So this wasn't supposed to go down exactly the way that it did, or was it? That's what I'm thinking, because it still involves that. All of what I said, and then wow. One kid, one kid, one guy versus the entire fucking planet. It's beyond. It's beyond. That's so beyond. If I was to choose my words as carefully or wisely as I possibly could in a situation where I was completely outnumbered by 7.5 billion to 1. That's insane. That's just saying that is fucking absolutely insane. That is the most insane fucking thing that is fucking ever to fucking be fucking insane. That is taking insane to the fucking last level of fucking insanity before fucking literally poof and fucking like holy shit, like what the fuck. That's I actually that doesn't even sum that up. That's just but that's not if I was to choose my words carefully, like on this, it's like I don't even remember what I was about to say. I really don't. I don't remember. Fuck. With everything, this is what I was gonna say. With everything, that was wow, wow. there's so much that I do want to say, and then I'm saying to myself, like, what the fuck is the point? Because if these videos aren't getting fucking viewed by the right fucking people, when Tony met Sosa, holy shit. But I didn't meet you. I didn't meet you at first, did I? I met your goons. I met people who did shit that was completely completely fucked up. Not understanding that personally, like that's what I mean. It's like, what's personal about what's going on in this fucking world right now. Am I to be upset with the people that were upset before me? They didn't figure this out. They did not figure this out. They did not have this amount of fucking stuff on their plate. They had to worry about you. And maybe one or two other things. Guaranteed. That's just a life given thing. This, what I've just described over the past 4 fucking years is the equivalent of going up against everything on planet Earth. I'm not groveling when I say put a stop to this. I love Ari. And I mean Ari. I love Ari. I love my little shark. Selena. Dove. And I barely know Dove. Like it is so off how I met Dove and know Dove. Lindsay. Like she needed to be through anything more than what she's been through too. Rihanna. What, my second best friend? I don't even want to think of that. And all of the people that you know, it's like all the people that I badmouthed and the stuff that it was never even you know the one thing that, like, you know, it's like nothing I went through, nothing I ever fucking went through was even fucking remotely, even slightly, meaning remotely, slightly, slightly fucking explained to me on like a somewhat steady of any type of timeline. We're talking out of the equivalent of shit that I seen and was always being told to forget about and forget I seen it and forget this and don't talk about this and don't ever bring this up. And it's like it's seconds in comparison to my life. Equivalating to what? Fucking maybe minutes. I don't even know if it was fucking an hour's worth of shit that was actually I don't even think it was that much. And the funny thing is after I sort through everything and I figure so much shit out. And then I think to myself, there's people that seem to be reaching out, which is thank God. And then it quickly gets fucking it's like talk to this person or talk to that person, and I'm sitting there talking like, yo, bro, like, yo, it's like there was a scramble in my head to figure out what was even fucking going on, let alone the shit that was already being fed to people that didn't have fucking wow. Wow, man. That's why it's like the timeline, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, wow, just wow. Even this recent event that seemed so harmless, and I'm like, wow, I remember this. And I said but did not approach. You know? So whether item A was in that box or whether item B was in that box, I really hope it was item A. And then I also hope that, it's like at this point I didn't freaking, because it is like, I get it to the degree of where I get it. And then there is the stuff where I'm saying, wow. Because that's the shit. Wow. Oh, it's definitely for sure. It's definitely for sure that this fucking that this that this society came way too far, way too fast, and fucking everybody forgot everything. And you know, two people that was supposed to be my homeboys, other than and all the others that surround. You showed, wow, man. It wasn't just you showing me, though. It was so many different people showing me just how fucked up people are. And I trust me, I see it still happening. And even within the strands of nice. If that's a easy way to put that, I guess. This is I keep saying to myself, that's why I just explained it in the other two videos. It's like somebody was egging that shit on for so long, and it's like something to bring up shit, and whether that was because I probably wouldn't have even, because most of this shit, it was like, just put it behind, get it away from me. With all the shit that started going around and all the shit that was taught to people that in return was supposed to teach it to me, some of which I taught them before I even came to planet Earth. That is impressive. But it's all the other stuff that was thrown in my face. The snickering. What you? What you? I mean, literally, just like that. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a question that person needs to ask themselves on a level where it shouldn't even fucking bother them. What you? What you? I'm like, wow, man. Seriously? What are you fucking talking about? And now I'm saying to myself, like, you know what? There's no way. There's no way. That's why it's like, I feel bad. And then what do I feel bad about? I feel bad about... I feel bad for the people that have to live in this world, that have to deal with things that freaking are just like that. What you? There was no intelligence behind that. There all that is just spiteful jealousy. Can that be creative on its own? I've seen examples. It's just like these words that are coming out of my mouth. It's like I already know that other people have heard me speak these words before I'm literally putting them in this video. Right now. Today. This video. And I'm saying to myself, like, with all these memories and flashing through my head, and I'm just like, wow. This is something else, man. I remember, that's why I'm saying, it's like I remembered the laugh, I remembered the words, and I'm saying, wow, that's the same video. Now, I'm not saying it was a video. Back then, it was very real, and I heard it more than once. And I'm saying to myself, where have I heard that before? And I was like, oh, bingo. If you don't think that I cared about Selena's safety, or if you think maybe I actually thought that fucking, maybe she thought I didn't care, I didn't know what to think because I didn't know what really was going on because nobody was actually talking to me. People were either yelling at me all the fucking time or screaming at me or fucking telling me to go fuck myself or telling me take this serious, and then fucking right after they explained this to him, and fucking then the minute those people were gone, those people were not explaining shit serious to me. I'm sorry, but that's where it's like, wow, so I should have stabbed those people in the throat. And then after stabbing those people in the throat, then those people would have came back to talk to me about why I stabbed those people in the throat. That is what I should have done. But I did not know that because I did not know what to take fucking seriously. And then it's not bad enough that what I was just explaining about the head faction and the two other factions and this whole thing that was started. And then I'm saying to myself, that's really interesting because that's the same type of situation that was going on over in Yonder with that head faction and those factions of that. So not only did the world come way too far, way too fast, it gave birth to morons. Ugh. Oh, and I'm not saying that because of this. I'm not going ugh because it's actually. I like smoking cigars, just not fucking constantly all the time. But it's helping suppress my feelings of wanting to fucking do some really, really bad shit. So, with that said, and then the situation I'm saying that I'm still in, and I'm saying I don't know what else to say. It's like for the past 20 years, I can't even get a fucking friend on the phone. I can't get freaking wow, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's like oh, it's just it's I am just like wow. Just wow. Wow. I'm seeing the grasp of it, and I'm just trying to, because I see where it's like the individuality compared to the, what, you get to be the one. You know what I'm saying? It's like that thing, whatever the fuck that is, because that is like part of the reason why it's like the really fucking, because it's wow, just wow, wow. You know the funny thing is that I never thought of myself as that. I thought about that when it came to myself personally to move forward in life. Other than that, I didn't think the way that I now see how many people were thinking that way, and how fucking self destructive it actually is in general to want something that is not theirs. And I think I've always went forward in my own life in my own direction. Yet I tried helping people, and the more I tried to help people, the more those people were immediately turned against me, which is easily explained at that point by the forces that I did not realize I was completely up against. And could that happen to anybody? That's where that gets to be more so than I can even explain right now. Wow. Just wow. And with all the things that this world has technology brought through prayers, you know how many things on planet Earth that people prayed for, they have a dream with angels in it, and it explains everything to them. You know how many times that people have been guided from the spiritual realm. I mean, you already know this, but to the rest of the, and then to think like it's that whole like and that's where it gets, and I see, because the, even the smart, when I was describing the three different scenario compared to just the two scenario, faction or this and faction of this and that, A, B, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then it's like, I'm saying to myself, it's funny, because it's like these ones, and then these ones, and then this whole fucking thing where it's like that was completely, like, I mean, seriously, like it was bad enough that it's like, but nothing was getting relayed the right way. That's what it seems to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I'm obviously not the one that was fucking pulling this shit in the first place. But hey, I could be fucking wrong, because you know what? In the end, how many times did the opposite come up to me and be like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "This is what the fuck. What the fuck? How the fuck do you?" And then it's like, oh, "Okay, well, this is what fucking." But then throughout all of that, it's still freaking one thing after the other thing after the other thing. And to look at this situation and say, wow, really? And if I say it again, yeah, grown men with power afraid of a little boy's cock. That is crazy. That is so crazy. That is so fucking crazy. The boy didn't want to hurt them. The boy wasn't out to fucking destroy them. They feared the little boy because of the little boy's cock. That is fucking crazy. Because based on that logic, whether spoken or just known, does not matter. That's what it was, and now I see it. Because in the situation with almost the same type of interesting circumstances, that person was out to hurt another person. And that's why that happened to them. In a time prior and not prior before me. I was not, that's why it's like, I help said person. Now, this is another situation. I help said person by throwing stones, which aren't stones, they're gemstones, into a fucking pool. And that person repays me by trying to fucking shove me in a fucking shed with poisonous fucking spiders. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. And just to think of what was said to me, wow.